What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. So today, yes, again, we're doing more of the question and answers because we have not finished them yet, and this is really dragging on. This is probably the Saturday video now, and I really did not expect or want it to go so long, but I'm having fun with it, even though I'm not getting much accomplished, which is the biggest reason why these videos are kind of but I don't know, I can just drone on talking about myself and things for freaking ever. And I don't know how you guys like it. So far it's gotten decent responses, but it's kind of preempted me to think about possibly making a separate series within this Let's Play and having it be, I don't know, we'll call it something, maybe we'll steal from Doc and call it Dear DMAC or something like that, where every week you guys can ask questions and I can try and have, try and have a few episodes that are similar to this, where I don't really get much done and it's just me goofing around within the world, working on stuff, and such. So if you guys like that idea and you'd like me to do that, I can try. It's one way I can get easy uploads, because there is no editing in this. It's just one take. And I was just noticing here, freaking like 200 iron golems. We better kill them quick, because it is really lagging me out. I could not figure, oof, that was brutal. I could not figure out what the heck was making me go so slow. Ooh, and we're all filled up. But this obviously is it. They really sneak up on you in here. Let's bring this guy down and crush him too. Anyway, another really cool thing. I am, for the first time, this is kind of a test run. I'm using that Dextory, or Dextory, or I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. I'm just going to call it Dextory. It was recommended to me by the guys on Hermitcraft, which are freaking awesome. The more I get to know them, talk with them. I haven't played with them yet, because I haven't really had the time yet, but they're freaking amazing. I already am in love. And Bifa today, along with Joe Hills, I believe his name is, on YouTube. Check them both out. You know what? I'll just leave their links in the thing. Why the heck not? Because they are awesome, but help me go through and set up Dextory, and hopefully this will help me out when I want to do more streams into the future, live streams. And I guess this is what works well with the XSplit program, so something to look forward to. But yeah, thanks guys, that is awesome. So let's get down to business. If you haven't yet watched the first part, A, B, and C of this question and answer thing, I do recommend that you start back at the beginning. So there will be annotations on the upper left-hand part of the screen pointing you back to the earlier videos, and there will be, because we're not going to finish today, I already know that. Come Sunday, there's going to be part E in the upper right-hand part. So make sure to watch on the PC so that you can do that. Now, notice what I was just doing with those iron golems. They get bunched up there and have a problem. That's fine, because we're going to rip this all out anyway. And this is actually off too, because I thought I was only 100 blocks long, but I was actually 101, which worked out great for doing the circle, because I had to be 101, but it's pissing me off because it's not centered. But that's fine, because we're going to get rid of it anyway fairly soon, once we get the base more established. And yes, I haven't even answered a single question yet. I need to stop sidetracking. I don't know what I'm going to do with all those roses. We'll have to make a rose garden. Some people were saying that, and I think I mentioned that before. But yes, let's sleep and move on with the question and answers. Alright, so our first question. And a lot of you probably only recently recognize that I've had a girlfriend, which I've had for quite some time. Asking if I do have her in a video, do a video with me. I actually did ask her. She's not a gamer. She doesn't play games. She doesn't know what Minecraft is. I tell her, oh, I'm recording Minecraft and this is what I do on YouTube. And she goes, oh, that's nice, honey. She has no freaking idea what it is or anything. So it's not like that entertaining to really be able to do something great with her. But I'll sometime I'll have her pop in on a commentary when she's up to it and whatnot. I don't live with her or anything, so you know, well, you know, I usually do all my recording from my house. I don't work from her house, so you know, we'll see. We'll in the future try and do something fun, and I'll talk more about her later and stuff and such. Another comment and question: people have been telling me use Silk Touch on a spawner or use Silk Touch on a monster spawner. It does not work. I don't know where you guys are getting that from. At one point, I think it might have been pre 1.0 or whatever in the beta version when they're doing the I don't even think they called them snapshots back then, but the pre-releases. I think in one of the pre-releases you were able to break spawners with Silk Touch, pick them up, and then you could place them back down. And most of you probably already know this, but it does not work now. Don't, guys, when you see that comment, don't try it. You're just breaking a spawner, which you don't want to do. At least if you like making mob traps like I do. That is like, I don't know, I just cringe when I see someone breaking a spawner. It just drives me insane. Captain Sparkles did that in a recent episode, and I wanted to shoot somebody. It just really ticked me off. But that's me. Not everyone has the same likes as me, and I guess if you don't like making mob traps and such, spawners are a real pain in the ass, and you might want to get rid of them. So, whatever. But it still bothers the hell out of me. So, that does not work. You cannot push them either with pistons, which was the other thing people kept telling me to do. Next, make a public server. I did talk about that more recently in one of these other question things once. The only reason I haven't is A, I don't know how by myself, and 2, it costs a good bit of money if you want something decent, and you have to have people that are willing to spend the time to you know, be mods on there and everything. So it's not really an easy task, and it's not like I'm only, if I made a public server, it's not like there'd only be 5 people on there. There are a whole bunch of people that, you know, and I love you guys, but I don't actually know all of you, and not, you know, there's going to be trolls and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, it's something that at some point when I have the resources to do so, and possibly if donations roll in enough to be able to afford it, it's definitely something I'm interested in. And if not, maybe me and a group of other people could figure, you know, could go in on it together and maybe do it. Or I can just play on someone else's public server and support them and be able to play with you guys. But again, we talked about that in the past, so I don't want to answer the same question too many times. Next one. I'm not going to do this again, but there's 2 people in particular who I guess most other people would almost borderline block them, but I'm not like that because I know these people did not have bad intentions, but I get lots of comments from them, and I do thank them for that, and I know that they're fans and stuff, so you guys are awesome. But I'm not going to do this in the future again, but I'm going to actually mention some names. The first guy, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like GSP Craft or GSPY Craft, commented, and this was borderline trolling, but don't hate on him because I know he meant well. But he commented, first, I think the first comment, he commented so many times I wasn't even able to see what the first comment really was. Because it's hard. They don't have a good organization thing on YouTube for looking once you get into hundreds of comments. But saying he didn't believe I read the comments and he was trying to help me out. And I think the original one was about a laptop. And yes, as you know now, or a computer. I have picked out what I want for a computer thanks to particularly Life on Nova, Maryland, and then also Hypno was helping me out also. Just did some final checks. So I have picked that out, but thank you very much for your recommendation. And yes, I do read all your guys' comments, and I want to kind of know, do you guys like that I haven't been commenting back in the actual videos? Would you rather I just wrote back? I kind of don't like doing that, and it's hard, and I don't always have time to comment back on every one, and it's not as personal. And if I do a series like this, it's like the Dear DMAC or whatever series like this, you know, I'll be able to answer stuff more often. But would you like it if I actually commented back in the videos? Would that be more precious to you? So let me know. But yes, I read all your guys' comments as long as they're on a video I uploaded, you know, that week or the week prior. I don't go back to like my first Let's Play every day and read the comments there, because it's just too time consuming. But on I will always pop back in. All right, and the other one person I'm gonna do this for just once, and most other channels would have blocked him by now because of what he's done. But again, I know he means well, and he just does not know better. Vimmy B, I believe it is pronounced Vimmeb. He has been following me since I pretty much first started, and I know a lot of you have, and you don't ask for the same thing, but he consistently has been asking me for a shout out. And guys, I really, shout outs they're not, and I want to tell him this too, they're not something that you ask for. It's in very poor taste to ask. And I'll tell you right now, I hope he doesn't do this with more than just me, because I'm nice and I don't block people that spam their channels on my thing, at least yet. I may start doing that if it gets obnoxious. But don't ask people, dude. Don't, because that's just going to make them hate you before they know you. And I know that you're not a bad dude and that you mean well. So my recommendation to you is not to ask people for it. Eventually you will earn it, and if you're going to ask people that are closer in size to you, because most people they're just going to ignore you, or if anything, something bad from it will happen and they'll troll you. So, you know, it's just kind of the etiquette in YouTube and stuff. But yeah, you don't ask for those things. You eventually earn them, and part of it's luck, part of it's, you know, whatever. It's hard. I know it's hard on YouTube, guys, if you're a YouTuber, and I feel for you. I do, I really do, and I do care, but it's impossible to help everyone. But I'm helping one person today, so go check him out. He says that he does a Minecraft series and whatnot, and yeah, why the heck not? He's been doing it for a while. Check him out. And he, along with other people, are asking if you guys want for the donations. I hate to attach a dollar amount to it or anything like that, but I guess say like $5, at least for the time being, for the first maybe like 50 or 100 donations. If you're doing more than like a dollar, if you're doing like $5 or something like that, I will take the time in an episode to go and show everyone that you were someone that helped out and donated, and have your YouTube channel link on that sign. That will permanently be in my world. We haven't built a donor area yet, and it's probably going to be either a separate building or within the museum that I plan on building. But we'll do something very soon, and you know, to definitely help out any donors. And right now, any donations are going towards this computer that I am planning to get, and the purpose of the computer is so that I can upload more often and also do more series than what I just do, which has been typically only once or twice a week that I upload. So this will help me to be more active and pays you back in that respect. Once all donations are only going towards buying equipment. Once I have all my equipment that I need currently there, I'm gonna remove the donation thing so that people cannot donate to me, because I don't want to just pocket your money. It's not for profit per se, it's for helping to subsidize not being able to afford the proper professional equipment that a YouTuber needs. But anyway, those people, and I may only, you know, since I'm only going to have a limited number of donations possible. It does give some, you know, you're not going to be spammed with thousands and thousands of signs. You really will get something special within the world, and we'll talk about more exactly once we build it. That'll probably be my next project after the base is finished. But I'll probably do a temporary sign thing right here within the base once I get to maybe the first 5 or 10 donations. Okay, let's go. Talk more about myself. I think I've done that quite a bit in this, and if I do a series, if you guys like this and want me to continue doing a series where I'm just kind of talking out of my ass and answering questions, I can of course fit in talking about myself more. But if that's something, I don't know, I had always just assumed nobody cares about me, they just want to know about Minecraft stuff. So I try not to spend too much time talking about all the things I think and personal stuff. I try and talk about just the game, but if that's something you guys like, I can incorporate it more into my Let's Play where I tell you how my day was and what's going on. And you'll probably be very disappointed because I am a very boring person. I do not have a lot of excitement in my life anymore. Not very much drama. I hate drama. At least bad drama. Let's see, texture packs. I don't use a texture pack, and part of that's because of sticking with vanilla Minecraft. I think that it's only suiting that I also don't use a texture pack. However, and I've talked about this in episodes a while ago, that I may start using one. I may start using, I think, Faithful. Once I, again, God, I keep on saying this, but once I get the new computer, it will help me to run smoother for the higher def texture packs, which it just causes unneeded, just that little bit more possible lag in my videos. But I think I might update to that. I think that's the same one that, say, like DocM uses, and I like it because it's pretty much just like a HD version of the vanilla standard pack. So that is probably what I'll do, but again, not until I get the new computer. And I may experiment, like if I do a different series, I'll do that series in a different texture pack. But I think it's kind of annoying when sometimes when blocks you can't recognize what the heck they are. I hate that when I watch other people's videos when I don't know what they're doing, and I just find it kind of confusing. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't know. How much time do you put into your world? I put a lot of time. I put probably at least 60 hours a week into my world, but I have a lot of farting around time where I'm just walking around, admiring stuff, thinking about what I want to do, and you know, not straight productive time. I could probably do a lot more if I just straight got to work, but that's how I've always been. Even in life, I fart around way too much with stuff that I shouldn't. And yeah, I don't know, I'm that guy, when you get something new, I'll just sit there and admire it forever. I don't know why. Anyway, I kind of don't think I like that. I wanted to try and look at things, what I could do for the world. Maybe it's just because it's nighttime, let's sleep. But I wanted to make something so that we could view out into the ocean, but that just looks blue, and I hate how glass has that like zigzag look to it, which is supposed to, you know, just look like a glare, but excuse me, I don't know if I like that. So I think I'm going to stop wasting glass. I'll probably use Silk Touch to get that all out, but that's, I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. It is, if I do mess with texture packs, I can change the texture of glass so it doesn't have that glare, but it's not looking, let's get some more ender pearls. It's not looking quite like how I wanted or had hoped. Where do I put them? Here. We gotta make a better, God, I can't wait to get this base going. I need to stop doing these episodes like this so I can get some work done. Please tell me. Okay, good. Another option that we could do is half slabs, which I'm gonna make a crap load of half slabs right now. Alright, and let's see how that looks. Do I not have enough inventory space? Alright, we'll just stick that back. Do I have room? Yeah. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, so I fart around. I spend way too much time doing stuff that's really not necessary and just going around and collecting all the loot from my farms and going derp-diddy derp-diddy derp. Come on, guys. Hurry up. I don't know why I'm so anal about that, and I hate letting any drops go away, except for zombie flesh. I'm so sick of zombie flesh. I have so much of it. I've thrown away so much of it. All right, flip the page. We're up to, we haven't even got to 50 yet. What recording editing software do you use? Right now I'm using, for the first time, as I just said, that DxTory. I had used Fraps previously to that. I wasn't using the most recent version, which also is partially why you guys have probably noticed in the last couple of videos there'll be like just that split second where like my voice will cut out and it looks like I cut out a section of the video, but that's actually because Fraps would only record X amount of like space and then it would switch to a new video automatically. Well, that few seconds of time, when it does that, it'll lose the audio. Whereas now with I think the new Fraps version and then with the DxTory, it's going to do one solid video. It only stops when I hit stop. So that's perfect. I'll never get those issues again with recording that split second where it cuts. I hate when it's in the middle of a word or something. But DxTory for that. I use Sony Vegas. Right now I'm running 10. When I get the new computer, I'll be running 11. I do recommend it. I like the program. It does have its issues, but I think it's fairly easy to use, and it's one of the few things that I still like really know how to use. As far as at least for doing Minecraft. Before when I did Pokemon and stuff, I just used Camtasia and programs like that. But definitely I recommend Sony Vegas. Let's see. Let's start doing these half slabs. Now, also just to, with these walls, I could just do the walls here, but I don't know if that will look weird. I'll try that right now, but then on the other side I'll do it where it wraps around on the circle. So let's get rid of this. It kind of sucks I can't just put a torch here because the water blows it away. Hello, Mr. Squid. Okay, next one, make the new sand generator. I've kind of gotten less and less, like I made such a big deal when I used the sand generator to help fill in this area because this used to be all ocean. I'm feeling less and less bad about it, and like really they still have it in the game. I mean, come on now. I know it's not meant to be in the game, but whatever. So many people use it, don't have a problem with it, that are the, Minecraft YouTubers. I think the only person that I've heard that had a problem with it was Ethos Lab, yet he uses the X-Ray as well and doesn't have a problem. And I mean, technically, in my opinion, if you can do it in vanilla, without using a mod, which I've never used any mods, I've never gone into creative mode on this or anything like that. It's like, it's there, whatever. They still haven't got rid of it, and it's not that big of a deal. It does save time, but, you could even argue that mob farms are not fair and such. So, I don't know. I may make one at some point. I really am going to try not to, and I really do want to try and continue with using sand quarries, but I don't know. It's whatever. So maybe I'll build one just to build one, but not really use it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. It's kind of a split 50-50. And I don't know if that's because I made a big deal about it and that's what formed your opinion, or if you already had that opinion. I don't know. But I really don't care at this point. It's just whatever. Whatever. Alright, can you please let me place this before I kill someone? Alright, next one. I don't even know why I wrote this down, but in the other episode when I was getting milk out of a bucket from the mushroom, it didn't actually have the glitch. I just saw it wrong and was an idiot, and someone was so wonderful to point that out. It's so funny. Whenever you make a mistake in a video, you get freaking flamed for it, which is cool. You get more comments, but I don't know, you just feel stupid, and then it's repeated, so you feel repeatedly stupid, and whatever, it's just what it is. What it is. So, yes, I made a mistake. Thank you for pointing that out. but don't feel that I don't like it when you point out mistakes. If I'm doing something wrong, I do like to know, but that was just whatever. Why don't I use the spider XP farm that I built? And that is a good question, because I did build it and I don't really use it. Part of that's because I really have no use for much of anything that the spiders drop at the moment. I will, once we build a good alchemy room, potion room, whatever you want to call it, I will need to start farming more spider eyes. So I will start using a spider farm. However, I probably won't be using that one much more. With that, it was kind of more, I just never really built one, and I kind of wanted to experiment if I could do it without really looking at anyone else's videos. You know, it came out all right. It works. And I'm able... Oh, Jesus. What did I do? How did I place this wrong? That's going to piss me off now. Okay. I just... Yeah, I don't know. I did it just because I wanted to do it. And that was with fall damage. I don't want to use fall damage for this one, because it takes up too much space for this spider farm that's over there. So we'll do this future one in a different manner. I haven't decided how yet, but yeah, that's what we will do. And when I make the potion room, I will end up using it. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't work and it's not good. It's just also for XP. I mean, I don't use the zombie farm anymore either because it's just not as efficient as the Enderman farm or the Blaze farm. So that is why. Now, what do we got next? You know what? We're going to take a small break, and I'm going to... Oh, crap. There's a creeper right there. Take a small break. I'm going to fill this in a little bit just because we're already probably going pretty long, and I really would like to get some feedback from you on how this looks. So let me fill this in a little bit more, and then we'll answer more questions. Come here, creeper. Come here. Ooh, eat it. Eat it. Yeah, that's right. Don't mess with me. Alright, so... Yeah, I didn't do all that much more. It's kind of annoying, and definitely something I want to do off camera. But I know this is pretty difficult to judge, and but I just kind of want to know, and of course it will look different once we have the place built more. Do you like either of these? The glass versus the half slabs, or do you have any other suggestions? I could also do stairs or some other design. I just want something so that it kind of shows through into the water coming down. There might be a way that I can manipulate it so that the water is going down every other one, so there's actually nothing there, which I can play around with too. But let me know what you think. The other option too is that I dig out this so that, like, in all the corners where it's not, you know, where all this open space, part of that I want to put in the Golem farm tracks before I fill it in, but I could then let the ocean fall back down there so that it might give kind of a neat effect. But let me know what you like, if you like the glass or half slabs better, and of course I can use a different material there. But and then should I do it like that, or else should I do it along the sides of this and then just have the waterfall in here? So, and we can play with that more later. It's just too much work for me to do, and I don't want to make you watch it. Because yeah, look at that. It's so much cooler looking when it's just the straight water. I really want to try and get it something just like that, I think. Because look at that. That's perfect. If that was only like... If that's what the glass looked like. Oh, I freaking love it. You know what? I'm going to figure out some way to do it that way. I'm pretty sure that I can if I just dig out a trench for the water to fall in. Because it's perfect. It's so clear. That's really the effect that I want going around the base. So we'll figure out a way for it. But, you know, comment either way on the glass or half slabs. Alright, so we're going to try and really bust through this. Now, if I can find where I left off. What's your favorite type of mob? God, what a horrible question for me to be answering. Not that the question's bad. And of course, I go into getting off track. I have the hardest time making decisions for stuff. I really, unless there's something I clearly like. Actually, that doesn't look horrible. If there's something that I'm kind of on edge about, I'm so on edge. I have almost an impossible time of answering, and I hate committing to something. unless it's like exactly what I want. If I'm unsure, I hate committing. And yeah, I was about to say something that I really can't say that I'd regret. I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Okay, so how about this? I'll break it down into different tiers. Out of, because there's so many different ways or things to think about of it. Okay. My God, I should even cut this out of this video. Okay, so there's differences in what are my favorite things that mobs drop, what are my different favorite mob for fighting or battling, or the way they look. There's just so many factors I can't decide. I guess out of the first three or four main mobs, I hate spiders altogether. They are never going to be anywhere close. They'd be like my least favorite. However, their drops I like decently. Zombies are probably my least favorite for what their drops are, but they're the easiest to really manipulate for mob farms, and I think with the whole rare drop thing, it's going to be cool. However, that's going to be, I guess, implemented for skeletons and other, if not all, mobs as well. So for drop-wise, skeletons, zombies probably my least favorite. And then, so I guess creepers would be my favorite, I guess, by that, and I do enjoy their drops. However, I feel like skeleton drops are more useful, at least in the game playing survival, being able to have bones and arrows. But once you have a lot of them, I hate that skeletons shoot. Looks wise and stuff, probably blaze. I also really like blaze rods. I enjoyed building the farm, but at the same time, they get kind of old and boring now. I kind of change my opinion about things a lot. What I might like, I'm that guy. I get sick of stuff. But blaze I like a lot. Enderman, I really don't like the mob, but I love their drop. I loved making the Enderman farm. I love the end, let's say. I really like the end in that it's so easy to make, basically 100% efficient mob farms there. So for that matter, I really like it. They're coming out with a lot of new mobs, which is very interesting to me. That Wither Boss and the Wither Skeletons, and a lot of the updates they're doing about mobs. So I guess we'll see. And yeah, I don't know. It's such a hard question. I guess I'll just say Blaze overall, I think, are the coolest. But in the end, I don't discriminate. So yeah, that just kind of messed up that, and you can tell I'm kind of losing steam. What time is it? It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Sell merchandise and t-shirts. This has been something that I've been kind of interested in doing. I think it would be very cool. Not that I'm a vain person for that and care that other people wear it, and I wouldn't really be doing it for the money or anything like that, but I just think it's neat. I mean, there's definitely other people I like and wish I had t-shirts for, or hats for, or something like that. So it might be something I look into. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to spend too much time with it, and I'm a horrible artist, so I'd need so much help with it. But if you guys know of something that's good and not a rip-off to people buying it and to making it, a lot of those internet stores where you can design something there kind of rip you off. So I don't know, maybe if one of you guys have a t-shirt business and you need help in promoting it, maybe you could help me out as well in doing something. But I think that would be cool and would be pretty easy. So I don't know, let me know. Would you buy a KingDaddyDMAC something? I don't know. I probably would. Pretty neat. Let's see. Yes, people like and hate different footage, testing stuff, caving projects. That was a combination of a couple people's questions. A lot of people, they'll like I kind of go all over the place in how I LP. And kind of to me, an LP with that is just, I don't like to plan stuff out ahead of time. I really enjoy just going with the flow, doing whatever. I have kind of sometimes a loose plan of what I'm going to do. Or when I'm building something, I usually have a plan. And look at this, see, I'm just running back and forth. This is why these type of episodes, I cannot talk and do stuff at the same time, because I can't concentrate on two things at once. different people like different stuff. Some people like the caving, and I hate caving episodes. I love recording them, but the editing is brutal. Once again, it brings up the new computer, which my life freaking revolves around the hopes of getting. It might be easier to edit, but it's an editing nightmare, at least to speed it up and only putting clips of stuff that's fun and good. In fact, why don't I go try and cave for the rest of this episode or something to not just run back and forth in my base. God, I'm horrible. Do I have enough? I'm good enough for armor. Some people like that. Other people despise it, and it just seems mindless to them. And it's kind of fun in seeing reactions of things and stuff. But I don't know. I enjoy it, but then I also enjoy doing building episodes where I build different things, and yet some people despise that and think it's extremely boring. But I just like to show, I don't know, different things of what I'm doing. I kind of like to show what I'm doing. I don't really care for tutorial videos that much, although I think I might start making some, just, I don't know, because why not? But I have to start designing more things to do that. And I would like to start working on some more different types of farms that other people haven't really done. Where do I want to go explore? Trying to think. This probably would be a good place to start. Yeah, but anyway, and I can put a lot of stuff has already been done, and that's kind of why I feel like, why should I redo something or something that's just a little bit of a change? But for like the Iron Golem farm and more different stuff like that, which still I didn't create. This Iron Golem farm that I'm using is JL's, but you know, just maybe not as much tutorial necessarily in building, but helping explain the mechanics of the game, all of which you can find mostly on the wiki anyway. But I guess some people like to have someone, you know, walk them through it, or talking to them instead of reading. I know I hate reading sometimes about stuff. It can be kind of confusing or boring, and just different people learn in different ways better. They're either a visual or auditory learner. Okay. Anyway, I don't even know how the hell I got to talking about that. Yeah, so people like different footage and different stuff. So it's impossible to please everyone. And I'm sure some people hate that I've spent so much time doing this. And, you know, this is really easy. I'm just doing this because otherwise I wouldn't be uploading a video right now. Ooh, look at that. I wouldn't otherwise be uploading a video right now. So it's kind of like, well, if you don't like it, tough crap. You're getting, it's extra, you know. And that's just because this requires zero editing and whatnot. And I also kind of am stuck into doing it because I started it. I must finish it. So, but yeah, certain things take longer, and the more editing time it takes, like I said, on this computer, the longer it takes for me before I can do the next video. But yeah, you can't please everyone, and I'm sorry if sometimes I don't do what you want me to do, but I will consistently, if I see enough people saying that they enjoy certain types of footage or videos, let me know, and I will try and mix it up. But I'm always going to mix it up. I'm never going to only do one type of thing, because I lose interest in stuff as well. Yeah, so, someone asked, how do creepers spawn? And part of that is because there is no creeper spawners. Kind of a funny side story. When I first started the game, I thought there were creeper spawners, and someone told me there was. And I spent probably 8 hours a day for like a week trying when I first started playing the game. I also thought the Herobrine or whatever was real too, but, you know. I went looking for one, and of course, yeah, it's not there, so I'm never going to find it. But, you know, other people that are newer at the game also don't know that there isn't, or, you know, and once they find that out, they don't understand how to get them or whatever. I will say a creeper trap, if you're newer at the game, is going to be pretty hard, but how you would get them into a trap is through a, making a hostile mob system, similar to the one like I did, which was how I learned how to build from Ethos Lab, but since then now it's not hard for me to come up with my own designs, and we will do one of my own design once we have the base set up. That's my next, that and the pigmen farm, the gold farm, is my next two big projects. Did this end here? But anyway, creepers spawn the same way, naturally the same way that zombies and zombies, spiders, and skeletons spawn. And basically, it's fairly simple to explain. I'm not going to go into great depth because we'll talk about it more when I do build a new hostile mob system. They are able to spawn, so if I'm standing right here in a radius going around in a circle, the closest they can spawn to me is 24 blocks away. Anything closer than that, nothing can spawn. No hostile mobs can spawn. 24 blocks and further, 24 to actually 144, creepers are able to spawn. But the money numbers, the important numbers, remember, is the 24. Then from 24 to 32, that ring that goes around, so for those, what is that, 6, 7, 8 blocks, if they spawn, they're unable to despawn as long as they're within that ring. Or if they even spawn further and then walk into that ring. So if they're in that ring, 24 to 32, it is impossible to make them despawn. And that's a good way in what Etho did with his, and the same as the hostile mob system that I have currently, which is Etho's. It's all designed so that the mob spawning area is within 24 to 32 blocks. So mobs will never despawn. So that's the most important number to remember for most easy to build hostile mob systems. Then from 32 to 128, they can spawn, and then after a while they'll despawn. After 128, they pretty much, if they either walk beyond 128 or if they spawn past 128, they basically immediately despawn. So those are the numbers to remember: 24, 32, and 128. You're able to, I do recommend, again, Etho has a phenomenal explanation of this in his old hostile mob system tutorial video. So I do recommend, if you want more information on it, he spends like a freaking half an hour talking about it and exactly how the mobs spawn, and shows diagrams and all sorts of stuff. It's actually where I learned quite a bit of information about mobs at first, when I was first getting into Minecraft. So I recommend checking that out if you don't understand what I was talking about or just want more info. Next person, speaking of Etho, they said, make a boat road like Etho. I'd considered that at one point towards the beginning in my first couple of LP episodes, to get between islands using some type of boat road similar to like his. In the end, I played around with it in creative mode, and it's cool, it's great, but at the time, boats broke really quickly, so it got kind of annoying. I didn't really want to have an exact copy duplicate of his. And lastly, they're just messy looking. Unless you have a good way of hiding it, they're real ugly. You could do, a lot of it. It's more of a novelty thing, in my opinion. I may do a boat elevator just for fun, shits and giggles, but I don't know. They're just big and messy looking for the most part. They are entertaining. But again, in my opinion, it's more of a novelty thing. Although they're fairly fast, so I don't know. There's ups and downs, but it's really, I guess, maybe just to say I made one, I'll make one at some point. But again, not anywhere near the top of my list. I want to work more with minecarts in the near future than I care to for boats. Ooh, where'd you come from? Alright, I took a quick look at the time. We're about 40 minutes. You know what the hey, since it's a Saturday episode, I'll try and go to a clean hour, and we'll really bang through these questions. I want to try and get this whole series done with the A, B, C, D. We're going to go to E. Yeah, so I'll probably have one for Sunday as well, and we'll finish it up so that we can start out a new clean week. So again, remember, let me know if you like these, or I'm just blabbering on and answering questions, and I don't know, I can rant for hours, it seems, apparently. So anyway, let's continue banging out through the questions. Someone asked, how do you find the mushroom biome? And I know someone answered that as well. And by the way, when you guys answer people's questions, if you know the answer within my videos, it is, I love you. You are wonderful. It's being so helpful to other people as well as myself, not having to have to answer every single question. As far as finding the mushroom biome, I didn't find it myself. I think it was Columbus Minecraft, I believe. And yeah, there's another shout out. I put a link to his channel. It's a really nice guy. He's been very supportive of my videos. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, mushroom biome. There's actually, I mean, there's a lot of, you could just go hunt and search, and I'm not sure. They can be pretty freaking far. One of mine is, I think, like around, I put the exact locations of it in that video where I found mine, and of another one, so you can find it in my seed. But I think there's Zuma was telling me, and it's another Hermitcrafter, actually the guy who first approached me for becoming part of it, so he is very cool. Definitely go check him out. I'll leave his link, what the hell, in it as well. I want to be able to support these guys. Not that they necessarily need it from me, but just because I want to. Gave me a link that shows, I didn't actually use it yet, but it shows where all different locations are that you can use to find more spawn, you know, for finding double spawners. And I should maybe even use in this Let's Play to help out with things. Usually I don't like to spoil too much, but if it saves time and we can make this more entertaining, why not? Oh, I don't have wood. I was getting all this coal and I don't have wood. That's a problem. We're going to have to go find some wood for torches. But anyway, you can I'll leave a link for that if I still have it. You can probably use that to locate a lot of neat things. Again, I haven't used yet, so I don't know. I'm assuming you put in your seed, or you have to upload your world to the site, but it will tell you where all different locations of stuff are, and I assume the mushroom biome will be one of them. And as I mentioned before, when we found mine, the fact that I had two, I didn't know you can have more than one. You may be, I don't know, you may be able to have an infinite number of, hello, mushroom biomes, you freaking prick. Yeah, infinite number of mushroom biomes too, maybe. I don't know. I don't know all the answers, but I would like to know how the heck I get out of here. That's grass right there, so it looks like over here we can. Yes, we can. Spider, I hate spiders. I hate spiders in real life too. I'm one of those little prissies that are like, ew, spider, oh no, get away. Yeah, so I'll leave a link to that. Probably gonna have a cajillion links here. Just make sure there's not someone sneaking up on me while I look for the next question. Someone else suggested that I build with mushroom blocks and silk touch. That's kind of interesting, and it is something that I was thinking about. So maybe we'll play around with that and see what I can do into the future. I will remember that and put it on a list of things to do. I was watching, I think I'm saying it right, Corrales, also another person part of Hermitcraft, and it was also suggested that I watch his videos, but I watched them anyway because I checked everyone out on Hermitcraft, and he is phenomenal at building. Oh my god. And thank you so much, everybody. In like maybe 2 episodes ago, I asked for other good people. I haven't checked any out yet, but I copied all the links of people, so I will check them out. That helped me out with building skills. But yeah, this guy is phenomenal. Oh my god. He does mostly modern stuff, but I don't know. I hope that I can pick up a thing or two. Don't let me get lost again like last time. Sorry, I'm going to leave this on until I find my way. Yeah, hopefully I can pick up some tips from him and other people on the server, and we can find, I guess, my own style of building, because not everyone's the same, and what our likes are. Okay, I think these are big mountains. Okay, yes, the village is right over there. So we'll get some wood from there. Yeah, so hopefully that will be cool, and I'll learn a lot, and that's really, in my opinion, that and becoming a better at redstone. It's not that I don't understand redstone, but you know, it takes time and practice, and I've got to remember how to do things. And even once you know them, knowing how to actually implement them into stuff. You know, I hope to pick up a lot on that, and I think it will be very. This was very needed. I really is a just godsend. What are you staring at, you freaking punk? Yeah. So put a saddle on a pig and call it mushy. I did this with 2 U's on purpose. I don't know what the hell that means. So I don't know if that's a reference to someone else. If it is, tell me who it's from. Let me be in on the inside joke. If it's not, maybe I don't know. I have no idea what the hell that means. But yeah, the pigs with the saddles. Doc M just showed. He went in with JL in a video, and the JL crew, and showed a lot of the new updates. I did like it recently, and I recommend you checking out because there's some really cool new stuff. And he shows you being able to ride around with a pig if you put a, I think it was carrot at the end of a fishing pole. What was I looking for? Wood. Got wood. I'll take the sticks too. Okay. So, things, stuff. Where was I? Why did I not empty out that glass before? And you can go there. And let's dump out the iron. And yeah, torches. That's what I wanted to do. We're just gonna make a crap ton of torches. I have enough coal. Alright, good. I'll be set for the rest of the video and not have to think. Alright, how do you make a slime farm? I do go over that. I don't recall in how much detail I did. Oh, what was the guy's name? In the slime farm videos, I'm pretty sure that I link the guy that I learned most of the stuff from slimes from. Again, if enough people still are interested, I guess I can make a separate video on that, or actually I'm probably going to be making a newer slime farm, a new design of it, which I haven't come up with yet, but I have a bunch of ideas running around in that noggin of mine. So yeah, maybe I'll just wait until then. But really, I'll leave another link to the Slime Finder application, and you can use that. Slime chunks are actually fairly common, but a chunk 16 by 16, and some of them are chunks that slimes can spawn in, and you know, on those chunks, and it's got to be at level 40 or below. They don't spawn anything above that. Now, also, I'm a little confused about, I should recheck this. I was always under the impression that slimes could not despawn, which may be true, may not be true. I don't know, so don't quote me on it. Or it may be at a different rate or way. I don't know, but it seems to me like they don't despawn, but maybe they do. I don't know. But, yes. And also, feel free, do my world download. Oh, and if I didn't mention already, I did make my world downloads now in zip files like everybody wanted. And, yeah, so feel free to download my world as well and go check out my slime farm if you want to see how I did it. Let's see. Ooh, we're really getting through them now. Hour-long video really helps. Video didn't show in my sub box. Sometimes that actually happens. I was having a lot of issues with it, maybe 6 months ago, and it was really frustrating me, and I almost stopped uploading for a while because of it. And yeah, when YouTube is going through a lot of changes, and I guess it still does happen from time to time. It also could just be your account. One thing, if you are having problems with that, there's a couple of things. The first thing could just be, they now have this thing, which you probably know about this already, but in your sub boxes, or in your, when you go to the YouTube page, and you punk, When you go to the YouTube page, it just shows the highlights, and sometimes my videos may not be in the highlights, so you have to go and check off. It's like a little pull down thing. I really don't like how they have it. I think it's kind of hidden and is really anti-productive. But you have to go and make sure that every time you're looking for videos that you have that checked off, or in the pull down menu or whatever, which is, it's right in the top if you go just to your YouTube main page thing where you find videos and whatnot. Secondly, if it's still not showing up, it could be, I know there's problems with some accounts where it just didn't, it doesn't, your account doesn't like mine, and something's messed up. The fix for that, I've heard, is, and this is, you can always do this anyway, but it's basically go to my channel, unsub it, and then sub it right back again, and that supposedly fixed the problem. It's something where it's just almost like you're not subbed to me, or it doesn't recognize that you're subbed to me, or something. So that would be a fix. And for any other channels you're having that problem with, unsub them and then resub them right back, and that should fix the problem. I'm a little weary or afraid of saying that. I don't know if that's gonna all of a sudden screw up a ton of my stats or whatever, or do something negative from a ton of people unsubbing, but you'd be subbing right back again. So, it's worth a try, and that way you won't miss stuff. Also, this is why I have Twitter, and this is why I have Facebook. It's good to follow, and I know I have almost 40,000 subscribers now, and on my Facebook and Twitter, I probably only have around 1,500 or something followers. I do recommend you following me on those. If for nothing else, I don't spam them with all sorts of stuff. So, it's just showing that my videos have uploaded there, and some people prefer to see their uploads that way, so they're not always having to go check on YouTube for them. Then there's a direct link right from Facebook or Twitter where you can just click, and then it will bring up the video. So that's the reason really for having those. And that's also, I'm kind of curious about, just my own question. Do you guys, for the people that do follow me on Facebook and Twitter, like I've said before, I'm not super active on them. I don't really tweet anything, and I don't do much on Facebook. Would you guys like it if I was more active on those or tweeted stuff? I've been kind of private just because, I don't know, I'm one of those people where I feel like you don't really want to hear about what's going on, or, I'd never be the person who's like, oh, I'm I don't know what people say or what they do. I don't want to know everything about somebody. Some things are meant to be private, but if you guys want me to try and be more active on that and tell you things that are going on and say, hey, I'm taking a shit right now. No, just joking. But if you want me to be more active on those things and stuff and less private, I can. I just don't know. I just feel like I don't want to annoy people. So that, and it's just, yeah. So let me know if you want. I can try and be more active on them. I already answered what's my favorite mod, kind of, and it's the same thing. The next is what's my favorite block. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I like a lot of blocks. I'm not one of those favorite people. I guess I really like sandstone a lot. I like all the I like all the blocks, like the gold, diamonds, iron, and emerald blocks. I like all those. I think they're really cool. I wish they made a redstone block. That would be neat. That would be very neat. Interesting. So I don't know. I don't like answering those type of questions. I can't lie. I don't want to just be like, oh, I like this, just to answer the question. I just can't do it. I cannot commit to anything. And I hope that my girlfriend isn't listening to this and saying, what do you mean you can't commit to anything? It's true though. I'll settle for things. I'll deal with things. I'm stubborn, but I can never commit. And I don't like to lie. I don't like to just say I like something just to answer the question. It's so difficult. Let's see. Have you ever eaten a goldfish? Again, is that some type of inside joke or something? I really don't know what you're talking about, but no, I've never eaten a goldfish. Um, Spider jockeys, how do they spawn? Can they spawn from a spawner? I know the person knew there weren't such thing as spider jockey spawners. To my knowledge, how I understand they spawn is when a spider and a skeleton try to spawn in the same place at the same time, and it will end up making you ride the skeleton, ride the spider, something along those lines. Like when it's, because constantly right now the game is hunting for spawnable spaces, and it's saying, okay, that's everything's all set, that's a good space, the lighting's right. And by the way, I didn't mention before, for all the normal hostile mobs in the overworld, the main 4, they can only spawn in also has to be a light level of 7 or less. So it's hunting for all those different specifications, and then has a percentage for each type of mob. And maybe it's hunting them simultaneously, that each one has its own little search engine. I don't know. Or I could just be talking out of my ass. This is just how I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if in that same spot everything is met and both the spider and skeleton are trying to spawn at the same time, it just ends up making it ride it. Whereas I guess if it was like a zombie and a skeleton did that, it would I guess just delete one of them out, or one always takes priority. I don't know. And I don't know if I'm completely wrong about that. But anyway, to my understanding, they can't come out of, like, if you have a spider spawner, I don't think it makes it any greater of a chance of you getting a spider jockey there. So I don't think that influences it. I think it has to be from normal type of spawns. And yeah, and some of that it kind of doesn't sit well with me now that I say it out loud. Like saying that that's how it works. So it may be different. Maybe there's a separate thing that's just a lower percentage for spider jockeys, in itself, searching for spider jockeys to spawn. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's very cool, and it would be neat. I think it's pretty difficult to really make something that can truly manipulate getting higher percentages of spider jockeys. If there is, please let me know, because that would be awesome. And I do get them on occasion in my mob farm coming up, but usually don't see them because they die from the lava and whatnot. And in a lot of people's hostile mob systems, they purposely do make it so that spiders cannot spawn, because it takes away from other mobs being able to spawn. And they a lot of times will screw up your spawner system. So just for efficiency reasons, since they don't care about the drops and spiders clog things up and are annoying, they just make it so they can't spawn. And a spider has to have a 2x2 space, none of it obstructed by half slabs or anything like that. And of course, also, I didn't talk about mobs. They can only spawn on certain blocks. They can't spawn on half slabs. They can't spawn on glass or most translucent blocks. So, yeah. Have an episode with a subscriber. I might do that at some point. I really don't know. Kind of the tough part about that is, even though I'd like it, not, a lot of other people, sometimes they just find it annoying because that person may not be good at narrating, or who knows what reason. So it just, because it's almost like it's cool for that one person, but then for most other people it's not cool. Maybe I can incorporate it more into like a live stream where I can get you guys integrated into it. Maybe I could do something special for a high donor or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But if that's something you guys are interested in, we'll try and somehow make it work someday. Live stream. Again, live stream, that's something I'm very, very, very interested in, and I want to do so bad, but it is so difficult for me with my current setup. So guess what? Once again, when I get a new computer, that is going to be something that I'm definitely going to get going on and doing, hopefully at least once a week, if not more, doing live streaming, and hopefully for a lot more games than just Minecraft. I may end up doing just some games that I only do and have a live stream series on, and it shouldn't take away from anything that I'm doing here. Nothing that I... Oh, he's found me. Crap. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I hate cave spiders. I hate cave spiders. Oh. Shit. Shit. Oh, no. All right. And I know I over freak out. I was in no real probably danger of dying right there, but it doesn't mean my heart wasn't racing. Yeah, so live streaming, that's something I'm very interested in, and yes, please help me out, donate, help me get this new computer. I'm gonna whine like a little baby. Yeah. Let's see. My new I've talked about my new computer enough. I'm not going to answer that question. Base entrance in Connect Spawn. Yeah, somebody wanted me to make a base entrance that's better. Yes, that is absolutely going to happen. I want to make some fun, and that's going to be also with redstone projects, making some cool doors, piston doors, and different entrances, and we'll probably have a couple of them and different ways of getting in. And yes, that is going to be something that we do very soon. Absolutely. I've been lacking on that so hard, and I almost cut him myself for having such a crappy entrance to my base for so long. It's so lame. I really can't believe I let it go that long. But it was always with the expectation that it wouldn't be permanent. Build a roller coaster. Once again, one of those things that's just for fun and not functional. I have a lot more functional things that I want to do first. I'm not the most knowledgeable person at minecarts, and this is another thing that I hope to get better at and learn more as I'm on the server and incorporate into the Let's Play a lot more. I've been avoiding it for a long time. But minecarts are starting to get a lot neater again. For the longest time, you really didn't need them since they added in running. I don't know. They've been kind of less popular too, which is probably why I don't know as much about them, because not as many other people, at least that I watch, really do much with minecarts. So, I'm an idiot. Get out of here. I'm really curious now about this spawner. I really want to find a double one, because this is another project that we need to get going on. I want to make a cave spider spawner. You guys. Alright, let's get you lit up. I do like cave spiders. I mean, I think they look really cool, and I like their dimensions better than normal spiders. So I think I'll have a bit more fun working with them. But I've never made a spawner for them ever before in anything by myself. So I'm kind of curious of what I can come up with. Yeah. Let's see. So building roller coaster, I'm probably, again, someday when I start playing with minecarts more, will try and incorporate in, but is not in the near future. But I do appreciate you mentioning it and saying you're interested in it. Please always do that, guys. Let me know what you like and what you'd like to see. Just don't be mad if I don't do it, or I don't do it anytime soon. Explore more of the Nether. That is, is something I want to finish building an extensive Nether base, and I've kind of put that wayside. But with all this new Wither stuff and everything, I'm really excited, and we're going to probably get to a lot more Nether projects. In anticipation of that, and with the pigmen and stuff, so that will be something that I do plan on doing. And again, also because new things they might come up with new additions to the Nether fortresses. I don't want to explore too far and then not have something close enough by that I have to, go way too far out. I want to make sure that stuff hasn't generated yet, and I think it's important if you want to have longevity in a world. Don't go exploring too far too quickly, because updates are constantly coming out and you may miss out. Oh man. Alright, so I think we only have now about 20 more questions. I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to get through them in the next episode, and I think regardless, I'm going to force myself to get through them. It should be coming up tomorrow, which will be Sunday. Make sure to check the link in the upper right hand corner. Again, if you're watching this on your PC, I recommend it. You can just click there to go to the next one. And guys, thank you for watching. As always, comment, like, subscribe. If you have more questions that you want me to add in, let me know. I need to get back to my normal series and working on stuff with the base, so I can't keep this going on forever. But if you guys do enjoy this, I will start up a series that's just about this on the side and not have it be called Let's Play. I'll have it called something else, such as like Dear DMAC or something like that. Or, yeah. So, anyway, guys, again, thank you. And what do we say next? Yeah. Peace out. Really, go home. Leave. It's over. Later.